Hey everybody, I will take my burritos with extra disloyalty and cowardice. We're talking Chipotle here on Take That with Kurt Schlichter. It's all over Twitter. This guy, this dude up in one of those frigid states like Minnesota or somewhere, he goes into a Chipotle, right? That's the little Mexican style restaurant, and they make your burritos for you and everything. And he goes in and he says, hey, I want a burrito. And the manager looks at him and recognizes him and says, wait, you're that guy who dines and dashes. You need to show me some money first. I'm not going to make this food for you and put it out here where you can grab it and run unless you show me that you have some money. Now, of course, they filmed it. And of course, this guy says, well, you were doing it. These people, they're oppressing me because of my race. Leaving aside the race of some of the people involved at Chipotle. And of course, Chipotle hears this, freaks out, doesn't research it, doesn't check it out, doesn't follow up. No, they fire this manager. Well, turns out things aren't always what they seem. Turns out this guy with the camera, was not a good guy because he has a habit of doing that, not just at Chipotle, but elsewhere. It looks like on social media, he's actually bragged about dining and dashing. Wow, so what happens? Well, of course, the Twitter mobs lit their torches and sharpened their pitchforks and went out, screaming for the head of this manager who Chipotle fired. And then people started looking a little deeper into it, found out the truth about this guy, and boy, Chipotle was in a tough place. Because suddenly Chipotle's getting all this grief. And it's getting all this grief because of their tremendous and outrageous disloyalty to a manager who is only trying to do her job, a manager who is going out of her way to protect Chipotle's interests, who didn't want someone to be able to steal from her company, who wanted to do what was right. But did Chipotle care? Chipotle didn't care. Chipotle fires her because of the Twitter mobs. They saw this on Twitter and they got scared and they thought, oh my gosh, we don't want to be painted as racist. Let's fire her and let's apologize. Except it wasn't true. Now, what does this teach us? Now, Chipotle has now come back, and supposedly there are rumors that they have now rehired this young manager. I'm not sure I would go back. I'm not sure I would want to be a company that is so disloyal to its own employees that it betrays their loyalty for simply doing their job and protecting the company's interests. Is that the kind of company you want to work for? It's not a company I want to work for. But it's getting more and more common that people are so afraid of these outrage mobs that they don't look at facts, they don't look at evidence. They look at accusations and they act on them. This is what happened. The same kind of thing happened with Brett Kavanaugh. There was no proof, there was just accusations. But that's supposed to be good enough because the accusations are really bad. Is this how we want to live? I mean, is this the society we want? Is this how we want to behave? Where some creep can come in, tell a lie, and people are so scared that they don't even say, wait a minute. What you said concerns us. We're going to look into it. Because gosh, if you're not giving somebody equal treatment because of their race, that's a bad thing, and no company wants that. And if someone accuses you of it, and they seem facially not crazy, you should take a look at it. You should say, wait a minute, that's not our behavior. Let's take a look and find out what happens. But you got to look beyond the surface. You got to look beyond the cell phone video. Maybe you need to take a look at this guy's, social media history and say, oh, wait a minute, dine and dash. It's so fun to dine and dash, blah, 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 blah. Wait a minute. This guy seems to be a scam. He seems to be a grifter. Maybe we shouldn't act so precipitously. Maybe we should take a deep breath and find out what the truth is. And maybe we should support our employees who support us. And maybe Chipotle should have said, hey, this is a guy who's behaved badly at the restaurant before. He's behaved badly on social media. That's by his own account. And we appreciate our employees trying to protect the company's property from theft. They shouldn't have fired her. They should have hung a medal on her. At least that's what it turned out to be. Now, what's the lesson to all this? The lesson to all this is the same lesson that we keep seeing repeated over and over again. I wish people would listen. Some people call it due process. Others call it simple fairness. But remember, there's two sides to every story. Yeah, social media thrives on the idea that something is so outrageous that you must get angry about it. But you know, in real life, true outrages are pretty rare. That's why they're outrageous. Doesn't happen all the time. Doesn't even happen most of the time. It's very rare. And maybe there's an explanation. Maybe we should look deeper before we decide to get up on our high horse and start betraying the people who are looking out for us. This is Take That with Kurt Schlichter. If you like what you see here on Take That with Kurt Schlichter, you're outside the paywall here. But behind the paywall, a vast treasure trove of delights. Subscribe to Rebel, get in there, and enjoy. It's great stuff. You should do it. If you like what I'm doing here, check me out every Tuesday and Friday. Every Monday and Thursday, you can read my town hall columns. And don't forget, buy my book, Militant Normals, the USA Today bestseller. So people at hotels heard about it. Anyway, I'll see you next time on Take That with Kurt Schlichter.